ways to register for sole proprietorship in India. So the first one, you can register under the Shop and Establishment Act. So if you have a place like an office or a storeroom, or you have a warehouse or a workplace, anything which you used to regards for trading or businesses, then you can register your sole proprietorship business under the Shop and Establishment Act by just making an application to the local municipal corporation of your city. The second way is through Udyog Aadar under Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise. So an Udyog Aadar is a unique identification number provided by the Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise to the business owners, along with all other entities such as company and partnership, or even a sole proprietorship can apply for Udyog Aadar. So what is Udyog Aadar? It's a new method of registration where it is nothing, it has just replaced the old method where we used to fill in EM1 and EM2 forms. So this is introduced by the Government of India in agreement with the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006. Where all entities engaged in production, manufacturing, processing or preservation of goods and commodities, they all come under this act. So what is the third way to register? It's through GST registration. You can apply for GST registration if you're dealing with any kind of exchange of goods and services. So this is nothing but it's just replaced our old VAT and service tax. Under GST registration, the only drawback is that after registration, it is very much mandatory to meet all the compliances. So every registered business has to compulsorily collect the taxes from the customers and file the GST. So GST is required in case if you have a business exceeds over certain specific limits, for instance. So if your turnover is less than 20 lakhs, then the GST registration may not be very beneficial for you, as there's a lot of returns to be filed after obtaining a GST number. But if your turnover is more than 20 lakhs, then you should go for the GST registration to get a business identity, because this is also widely accepted form of identity for sole proprietorship concerns. One thing in Indian banks are each bank have their own criteria for opening of a bank account. So although we have three ways of registering a sole proprietorship are legally valid, some banks do not accept Udyog Aadar or the registration under the Shop and Establishment Act. Some banks, they clearly insist on GST registration as well. So on the other hand, some banks are willing to accept the income tax return as a proof of registration provided your trade name is mentioned in your previous income tax return.